How was your weekend, Brittany? Um, aren't you glad we got to witness that last night? So, yeah, I'm having a pretty good weekend. Anyway, so let me put this over here. I have a few things saved from last night with the Chrissie stuff. And if you guys didn't catch my stream yesterday, I was going pretty nuclear. And this is all just the fallout of Chernobyl. It has become radioactive to where everything that he touches becomes contaminated. And it's been quite the show. Jer will not divide us. Suffa, oranges, Suffa, coctress. She thinks you attacked her. Oh yeah, I'm gonna did I save that? Hold on. Well, I'll pull it up. I'll start with that. You know, it's like you have to make the best of a situation. Like I explained like where I'm at last night and why I'm so done, and like it may seem like in your guys' perspective, oh, like how are you so okay? But it's like in my perspective, this has been like a long time and over. Like, first off, let me just say this really quick. I'm pulling up the tweet now that you were talking about. That a troll got to her. It made me laugh. But really quick, people that are saying, and I addressed this last night already, but people that are saying, oh, you're not giving her any grace. Like, first off, people saying that are mostly women. Second, enough said, really. Moving on. No, but I will repeat it. So I gave her 2 1.5-hour calls of my time. Just for perspective, trying to give her advice, telling her to do a charity stream, telling her my honest grievances. I could have just said no and then hopped on the show. But, you know, I took her call and I talked to her for 1.5 hours. And already on the phone, she was already giving me non-apologies. I even talked about the Alex Stein stuff too. Already, like, just not acknowledging things and then playing dumb for things too that were like, I don't know. For those, there's very few people here that probably know what I'm talking about, the Alex Stein thing. But basically, like, I got dogpiled for doing nothing. And even if I was incendiary, that's crazy for Alex Stein to have the meltdown he did as like a 6'4" guy in his 30s having a meltdown at a black girl for eating her chicken while he's having his melty. So even in the worst case scenario, if you want to accuse me of being a liar, which I don't know, I have a pretty good track record, I'd say, right? And I got dogpiled, and which is fine, I can hold my own, but it was like, as somebody who helps you so much and does simcasts all the time for free, like, you assume the worst of me. So, you know, when it came time when he has clout, right, she sides with him. And I'm saying that after the fact now, seeing how she has, where her morals are and what she chooses. It's based on whatever benefits her the most. That is what I'm seeing. And so, basically, I got dogpiled and everyone kind of sided against me. And it was like this other guy that was like Anna's co-host, like screaming at me to the point where she had to mute him. And I'm like, sorry you feel that way. I was like concerned trolling him because, like, why shouldn't I? This guy I don't even know is like fucking screaming at me over Alex Stein having a melty at me. So I have 2 men having a fucking melty at me. And you know, Chrissy's just like not shaking her head, kind of like disapproving me, telling me I'm wrong, like not having my back at all. So I don't want to hear any of this, you didn't give grace. Like, that's how she handled that. So let's not forget that. Okay? And she said, oh, well, I didn't know like that, that it seemed like that, you know, when you have all these guys screaming at me and I'm getting dogpiled, but oh yeah, I couldn't tell from the situation that would make you feel bad. It's like, that's insane. That's why I'm like, that's not even an apology. And she proceeded to bring that same energy to the stream as well. Like in the call before the stream, okay, I'm telling her, she's on the phone like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it for 15 minutes and then everyone's gonna just proceed with normal simcast. I'm like, are you insane? That is not what's going to happen. And if I go on there, I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you now. And what you're saying is not a non-apology and you're not taking accountability for things. And you're not acknowledging this and that, what I just said to you guys. Among other things like the Nina stream and stuff. She's like, oh, I am acknowledging it by explaining it. It's like explanation is not, it's not the same as saying, I'm sorry, I did this wrong, and you say it to whoever the party is, right? Or I'm sorry, chat, for you supporting me for years as a free speech platform. I fell short because I overlooked stuff because she's my friend and I made the wrong move. Like, it's just like, there were so many times and so many points she could have just been honest, but instead last night it turned into her baby being a shield, everything wrong in her life being a shield, like we don't all have problems. And it was ridiculous. And that's why I was so fed up. And then I wake up to see this. Someone said, I can't believe Brittany Venti attacked you on Mother's Day of all days. And she liked it. Like, it's giving Martina Markota. This is crazy. It's giving narcissism. Who do you think you are? Criticizing me on Mother's Day? You can't, it's Mother's Day. You can't criticize me. I'm a mother. How dare you criticize me on Mother's Day? I mean, she's the one who chose to have the stream on fucking Mother's Day. Nobody told her to do that. And then in the intro stream, she's like, honestly, we should just sit down and watch the intro so I can explain to you guys what was going through my head as I was watching it. I do have other stuff to show you about this as well. But, let me see. Let me look through my folder. Oh yeah, this too. This was crazy.
I did not want to ask Melanie about the Jeremy drama because I didn't think she had anything to do with it. It's funny because on my screen here, I have my questions from my interview with Melanie Mack. And one of them was, you addressed the quartering drama back in April. Now that some time has passed, how do you feel about it now?
Do you see how she constantly is contradicting herself? That's how you tell somebody's lying. So no, I'm actually not going to assume good faith of her. I'm not going to assume she's ever telling the truth, especially if she lied about trying to have me on to give some pushback about free speech and Melanie covering for it, because she knew that's what the situation was about. Chat was informing her. Nina informed her. There's no excuse. She can put 2 and 2 together when the chat is all fucking oranges, right? And they're all saying, and they're all super chatting her, explaining it. It's not even just like they're spamming memes. And it's just lie after lie. But I should assume, oh, she just forgot what Nina said. And then the next second it's, oh, well, I heard what Nina said, but then Melanie told me something different. It was conflicting. It's like, yeah, so that should trigger a red flag for you to look further. And it is her show. Therefore, it's her job to look into that as a free speech platform, as somebody who's an advocate for that and has profited off of that by getting edgier hosts, even having me. Why do you think that is? It's because that is with her branding. It is about her being not politically correct. She's not that edgy, but you know what I mean. More milquetoast, but you know what I mean. So it was just lie after lie. So anybody saying I didn't give her grace, why is it that I have to give more grace? I gave her 3 hours of my time to explain this shit to her. I warned her before she went on the stream. I told her what would happen if she gave the non-apology, and I told her what would happen if she tried to do the 15-minute intro thing too. I don't control the chat. It's not my choice. Maybe she's just like not smart enough because she doesn't, as she said, doesn't have my brain. Maybe she's not smart enough to figure out what a third party would think of something. You know, it's kind of like the question, what would you do if you didn't have breakfast this morning? Chrissy is the type of person that would say, but I didn't have breakfast this morning. That's what it felt like I was dealing with over and over. Do you understand how fucking frustrating that is? And then for people, mostly women, and because I have to point out it's women, because this is a thing in psychology that very feminine people do. So people like Jeremy and women. And they'll like when they have like that woman's psychology of like using their feelings and it doesn't really actually make sense. Feelings have their time and place. It makes sense to have feelings, but in this instance it doesn't. It's like, well, I feel, so therefore it's like it's above, it takes priority over actual logic, what's something that makes sense. And it doesn't make sense. What she did doesn't fucking make sense. Nothing follows through. So like it just feels like I'm going insane dealing with it. That's what I mean when I say it's a very woman-coded thing to do. Very female-coded. It's not that all women are like that, clearly, but it is a common thing, just like how a common thing is like you could list a bunch of negative things about men. But anyway, $5 from Dan Holland. Thank you so much. How dare you sour Chrissie's breast milk?
Dan Halen _ donated $5. How dare you sour Chrissie's breast milk?
That's literally what, it's the same vibe. It's exactly the same. You criticized me on Mother's Day. You're not allowed to do that. Don't you know it's Mother's Day? It's literally the Family Guy clip. Oh, you're transgender? Do anything you want now. Oh, you're a mother? Do anything you want now. I guess you can get away with everything.
Dan Halen _ donated $5. Do you think vitamin C helps with a sore throat? Tangerine emoji, tangerine emoji, tangerine emoji, tangerine emoji, tangerine emoji, tangerine emoji, tangerine emoji.
You know, guys, it's a tangerine emoji. It's not even an orange emoji. Did you know that? I'm just discovering this. Vitamin C for the throat. I guess you'd have to ask his bull about that. The Jewish bull. I was going to say something else, but I fucking forgot. But, oh, yeah. What I was going to end my point with was that giving grace doesn't mean, therefore, I'm allowed to, therefore, I should allow Chrissie to disrespect me on her platform in front of thousands of people, laugh in my face, dismiss me, gaslight me, lie on my name. That's not giving grace. That's being a fucking pussy with no spine. Sort of like the people we're covering today, where they're wishy-washy, flip-flop, wherever the wind goes, bend backward and forth, whatever benefits them, right? It's tiring to deal with, but yeah, I didn't give grace. So she can just go and lie, but I have to give her grace and give her benefit of doubt. You know what? I don't believe her that she didn't know. There's no reason to give her grace. There's no reason to give her benefit of doubt. 3 hours of my time was more than enough time. So, let me show you what I got here. Oh yeah, this had a really good explanation of how it felt. Men doing drama. You're gay, retarded cuck. Here's the leaked DMs to prove it. Debate me. Women doing drama. I'm just having a bad day. Life is hard. Stop bullying me. Oh, look, a super chat. Your evil guests are so mean to you. Thanks. Anyway, Jesus and my child, like, that's what I mean when I say woman moment. And, let's see. There was this is the thing about Jesus deplatforming. I'm gonna play that really quick. It's like 13 seconds.
JCD, does Jesus Christ support deplatforming? You know what? I guess Jesus Christ would support deplatforming people who did not adhere to the Bible.
Well, I think she took the bimbo bit a little too seriously. I think Jesus would say that you shouldn't criticize mothers on Mother's Day. Actually. This one was cracking me up. Is this accountability? That was actually gold. And there was another one too, this one. Is this an apology? Love the vintage memes, guys. And apparently she also deleted the live chat replay. So there are comments though, but she doesn't normally delete the live chat replay. I checked it and I didn't see it either, so it looks like it's gone. But I'm sure somebody has it anyway. We all 5,000 of us saw what happened in that chat, okay? Let's see. Chrissie got almost 350 super chats, which by the way totaled to like something like $2,400, and made more than what she does in multiple weeks of streaming, but chose to end stream, skip everything negative toward her, and blame everything on her dad who died 3 years ago and her one kid taking up all her time even though she lives with her in-laws. Well, it's like, I was actually watching Tree's coverage of it, and she had a couple of funny comments. Like, she's always entertaining to watch. And I agree with her that she's acting like she's a single mother. Like, I don't understand. Like, you have an entire other person. Quite literally, she brought this up when I said, well, it said it said on Twitter you saw the DM. And she was like, yeah, well, Frank was upstairs with the and then Frank came down. He's like, I was upstairs with a toddler. And it's like, so he does take care, obviously, right? They're co-parenting, obviously, right? So it's not like, I don't understand. She has family. She's not orphaned. She has family to take care. Like, I don't understand where it comes from, where someone's like, they have like actual decent support and they're like, my life is worse than everyone else. It's ridiculous. Imagine coming from where I am looking at this. $2,400 revenue. There you have it. I saw some people were charging back. So I don't know how much of it she's gonna keep. But it was really funny how she just kept reading all the super chats that were against me. I really felt like hey Nina, hold on, let me mod. Oh wait. Fucking Kick doesn't have the thing where you can just like click someone and mod them. Oh my god. I remember you wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. This like the Kick chat for some reason. There we go. Remember I told you Frank is supposed to be producer of the show, right? Yeah. Isn't the producer's job to remind her of stuff going on with a book guest? Yeah, of course. I get he was like busy with the kid or whatever, but I mean, it's a failure on both their parts. Yeah, call me Brittany the bully. I'm bullying. But you know, her doing it passive aggressively, that's not bullying because it's Mother's Day. You know, I felt that it was I'm sitting there, right? And in the studio, right? You know, I see my camera, everyone else, and I see the chat a little bit over here, right? And so the whole chat, everyone's supporting me, gets banned. And so the whole chat is like made to look like, you know how Hillary Clinton like angled her camera and make it look like she had a huge audience when she didn't? That's how it felt. And I knew what was going on. I didn't fall for it for a minute. I'm like, yeah, right. I saw the stream before. I saw the stream's chat before the stream started. You can't fuck with me. You can't psychologically fuck with me like that, okay? I'm Brittany the bully. I do the bullying, okay? And then with the super chats, like reading all of the bad ones, like as she's getting money for it after I said that she should do a charity stream and she's profiting off of her mistake that directly conflicts with her brands, a mistake that helped Jeremy, that helped the deplatforming against people that she works with as well. So then you're spitting in my face. You're doing it passive aggressively. She's like, no, but I have to get through the super chats. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. It wasn't I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Sorry. It was sorry that you feel that I hurt your feelings. That's what it was. I'm sorry you felt that way. Well, I'm sorry you got felted. But yeah, it's like she's creating this like bubble to like try to psychologically fuck with me. Like, oh, I'm going to only read the super chats that are against you until I called her out. Then she stopped. And I'm going to have the chat make it look like it's all, you know, people telling you that you should get off, that you should be kicked. And then I'm going to gaslight you when you say I'm doing something. I'm going to say, no, you're stuck on this. But that's not malicious, right? I'm the one who should be giving grace. Why is it that people give a pass to like obviously people were calling her out, right? But I'm talking about the people who were defending it. Why is it that they give a pass for behavior like that? Like suddenly it's okay if it's passive aggression. Like why is it suddenly okay? Because you're retarded? Because you have no pattern detection skill in your little fucking brain? Is that why it's okay? And I get the nature of it is it's supposed to be sneakier, right? Because women are more passive aggressive, right? But I'm calling it out. And they're still like, you needn't give grace. Eat shit. Eat Jeremy shit in Walmart off the floor. Call the fucking janitor. Duty Streams. Good time with the name. Sent a packet up. Way to put your foot on Chrissie's neck. The most offensive thing was her using a child as a shield for ignorance. Shame on her. How, you know what amazes me? She's like 43. She's at least 40 something. I think she's 43. How did you get away with that for that long? Nobody stopped her in that whole time. She just got away with these tactics. Like, how did she get away with it? Because I'm not talking about like online. I'm talking about it translates to real life. Like this, how she's acting online definitely translates in her psychology in real life. How did she get away with it in real life for so long? Did she just get lucky and a bunch of like people that are too nice are around her or what? Because guys, I swear to God, there's some people in the world where you fucking breathe wrong and everyone's on your throat. I'm one of those people where I fucking breathe. And that, you know what? And that's why I fight back. You know, to some extent being a victim's a choice. You can fight back and make it so you're not a victim. Make it so that people point fingers at you and say you are the bully, right? And so there are people in this life where you fucking breathe too hard and they're fucking on your throat and accusing you of 100 fucking things. And then there's people who just get away with everything. No matter how many times you point out. And it's just insane to me. How does this happen? Like, this is why I really can't with people pleasers. And the worst kind of people pleasers, not only are they a fucking liability, okay? She is a people pleaser where it's out of her own self-interest. So it's people pleasing to get by. It's people pleasing to get ahead, to climb. And that's what she does. That's why she chose Alex Stein. That's why she chose Melanie Mack over free speech. She chose to have her on sweeping for deplatforming, giving no pushback to the concept. Lied about trying to get me on, threw me under the bus, continued to lie on me on stream. Lie on her being pro-free speech. That's really what it was about. Her lying about being pro-free speech as she rakes in the money for it. Dr. Star, thank you for the $5.
Dragstar donated $5.
Dragstar.
I was totally yelling at screen. Ask her who bullied her, and when you finally did it was shit.
Yeah, and I had to ask multiple times. It's like, who is that? Is FNT bullying you into this? Apparently I was the bully, but it's interesting. The vague posting.
Spicy donated $10.
Thank you, Spicy. And then Fuma Chuyon rage quit. Odds on quickening having a compromat on MMC. What did I just read? All his stands are female weird. What? TSP cries it with rage quit. Chrissie's next statement. Brittany is uninvited for my birthday party this year. I can't. Hamner asks with the 5 subs. Thank you. I don't remember if I thanked you already, but thank you. Sorry guys, my brain is still scrambled. My voice is still suffering. I'm trying to get everything covered. Rutinsulin shot. Rage quit. Was anybody expecting anything different from the stream? I didn't know it would go that bad. I thought it would go bad, but I didn't know it would, like, I would have to go so much on the offense. I thought, like, there was just a small chance she would actually properly acknowledge what she did and own up to it, but it's, well, I didn't know. It's like, okay, well, you didn't know. It doesn't mean you didn't do the thing. And also, you did know. Why would I believe you at this point? You're a liar. Improbable. Backstorm with the rage crit. I love how the internet's like, oh my god, Brittany's so terrifying, and it's just, hey, how about we tell the truth? That's what I'm saying. Do you see what I mean? Like, I breathe wrong and everyone freaks out. Like, I am on constant, like, I have to constantly hide my power level, because if the lid opens even a little bit, everyone is like, ah, ah, ah! You know, like that old Shrek game from the PS2 where, like, if you beat someone up, they would go, ah, ah! Like, that's how it feels being me at all times. This is what it's like being a black woman, okay? That's how it is. Lickety split with the pack it up. I think you were very patient and fair last night. But I didn't have to be, by the way, so I don't even know why I'm being fucking held to this standard. Everyone has to play Kumbaya. Like, no, nigga. Actually, I don't. All right, let's see if there's anything else here I want to play before I play her intro to this, to her stream, her little monologue. Nope, I think that was everything. Okay. Let's get into it. And then we'll go over some quartering stuff too. And I saw some Ethan Ralph stuff as well that we're gonna get into. Where does the stream begin? By the way, it is crazy. Like, I am still heavily featured in this intro, like throughout the entire thing. And I haven't been on Simcast in a while.
Well, hey guys. How was everybody's weekend? Okay.
Tomato.
Okay. Hi. This is a different Simpcast than usual. I'm just gonna start. It's just gonna be me.
Guys, like, this is so awkward. Hi everyone. Sweat rolls down forehead. You guys are like so happy to see me, right? Because you're totally not. Get it?
Like, I need to explain some things. I need to talk about everything that's been going on this week since I had Melanie Mack on my channel. And if you see me looking at notes, it's because
because you don't mean it.
Really taken the past.
It's because it's not coming from the heart, and that's why nothing makes sense and nothing is adding up and everything is conflicting.
Few days to listen and reflect and collect my thoughts, and also collect the thoughts and concerns of you guys. And I want to make sure I'm addressing each.
By collect thoughts, she meant super chats.
Point, and being thorough and being honest and being transparent, because that is not something
opaque
that the quartering has given you all. And
then she proceeded to act exactly like him. By what? By doubling down and lying, refusing to actually take the L. She literally did the quartering playbook, so I would not be surprised if she co-hosts with him. And when she does, that will really seal the deal. I mean, it's already done, but it'll really seal the deal that she never meant anything she said. She's been grifting off of free speech this entire time.
I want to just put it all out there and answer your questions. But at the same time, I'm not looking to make this a 3-hour long stream. I never wanted to.
Too bad. Too fucking bad. When I have to do it on Mother's Day. You did it to yourself. When I have to make a stream dressing it. Right off the bat, you're telling us that this doesn't mean shit. You did it to yourself. You put yourself here. And not only did you put yourself here, people were nice enough to give you an escape rope over and over. So you're going to keep doing this? I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
To talk about the quartering drama. I just but I've been sort of bullied into it here, and
bullied!
So I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to do my best to address everything. And there's some of you listening tonight that are never going to believe anything I say. There's some of you tonight.
Nobody's going to listen. Everyone's going to be mean to her. They're going to be mean to the mommies on Mother's Day. No, you can't do that. No one's going to believe her. She's basically a rape victim. No.
Who might be on the fence. There's some of you here tonight who are just going to make content and twist what I say to fit your narrative to make money, and that's fine, and that's your prerogative, and that's YouTube, and like that's fair use. You guys,
Let's
can,
go, SJW bullies! Woo!
Make content, of course. So, but I just felt like I had to be true to myself and be honest and address all these concerns, and clear some things up. So if you think I'm a grifter, if you think I'm doing this for money, please don't super chat me. I want to make that crystal clear. If you think I'm a liar or unfunny or ugly or whatever, or full of shit, or did I say not funny, then please give your money to somebody else. If you think,
well, you guys heard it here. She's telling you to give me money. I don't know how else to deliver that to you. It's pretty crystal clear, pretty clear cut. She's literally telling you to donate to me. No, but her saying like, oh, don't donate money to me if you think I'm ugly. Nah, fuck that. Donate money to me even if you think I'm ugly, actually. That's actually fine. You could think I'm the ugliest bitch on... You could think I'm uglier than Zendaya. Donate the money. I have no problem with that. Just want to make that clear. I do not hold that stance. I do not only want people who think I am perfect and beautiful to donate, because I don't enjoy being in a hug box, because that's very sterile and unfun.
I think there's a streamer out there that's been
Pre-sweeping.
covering this in a way you like better, please give your money to that person. Support who you want to support here.
She thinks she's going to tell the chat what to do. Isn't that funny?
And I need to say this up top. Kino Casino needs to get his channel back. The Clips channel needs to get their channel back. All of these channels that were affected by Jeremy's actions need to get their channels back.
Did you guys catch that, by the way? I was dying. She said his channel.
Casino needs to get his channel back.
The Kino Casino needs to get his channel back. It literally is like ChatGPT wrote it or something. Like, the audacity to go on camera and think you're going to sweep this under the rug in 15 minutes when you still, to this point, have had willful ignorance to the point where you're saying his channel instead of their channel. It is the editor and then the Kino Casino, Andy and PPP. Basic research. So she knows about the deplatforming. She knows this stuff, but she doesn't want to ever bother to do a little more research or look a little further because she's a mom. Well, then I guess you're a mom and not a live streamer. I guess you're not someone who stands on being free speech and being consistent.
Clips channel needs to get their channel back.
The Kino Casino, he needs to get his channel back. What does that say? And I am against deplatforming.
All of these channels that were affected
Guys,
by
I can't ring
Jeremy's
the I
actions
cannot ring the triangle. I will be literally ringing it half the stream.
to get their channel back. All of these channels that were affected by Jeremy's actions need to get their channels back. I think it's something like 13 or 14 channels that have been deleted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they all need to be restored.
She gets how did you, oh my god, I'm pulling the Dusty. I'm like covering my face. Like, oh, they're so stupid. I'm literally doing that right now because how do you fuck up that bad? The most basic of information. I'm gonna lose my voice again. The most basic of information. They didn't get taken down, banned. They got struck. They got a community strike for talking about it, about like something like 12 to 14 channels. We're back. Sucks the VOD's gonna be split in 2 parts now, but all right, let me tweet that I'm back live again. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I think my internet has just been wacky since last night, and so I restarted my router. So I think we're okay now. It's never disconnected like that. Usually it'll hiccup, but it'll come back. And it was not coming back, so I had to restart. I know I started to scare you guys. I know you thought the Hamburglar got me, that he stole my oranges, but I'm back. I'm here. And where was I? Where did we drop off? I'll rewind it a little bit.
Did I say not funny? Then please give your money to somebody.
I think you should say it one more time, actually.
Else. If you think there's a streamer out there that's been covering this in a way you like better, please give your money to that person. Support who you want to support here.
Speaking of which, Jelly King 108, I said on the interview, dumbfounded. I've never heard so much shit come out of one mouth. Fuck this bitch. Well, she's got a lot of room for shit to come out. Lots of space for it. 42-year-old nose goblin with the rage quit. 42-year-old woman crying about being bullied into apology. Human shields, retconning, gaslighting, etc. Said apologies still never happen. Oh, and thank you, Quarter Father Don Cucleone, for the 25 subs. That was a lot. Thank you. I hope you're still here. I hope you see me thanking you. If you guys see him around, tell him I said thank you. Uranus Rising with the rage quit. Alex Stein wearing a banana hammock swimsuit in front of children in public. You called him out on it. You can't ironically suck dick, as you said. Fuck him. And I stand by that. It's not going to change. Even if Alex Stein literally like apologized today and it's like, I'll do anything, whatever. Like, you know, it like that would just be my opinion on it. It's like it's okay to disagree with people regardless. Like, and I don't think that was good optics to have, you know, being a man having a swimsuit on in front of a bunch of kids to prove your point that transgenders are being cringe, right? You're just doing the same thing. That's the beauty of satire. Like, the whole point of the art form is that you can't become the thing you're making fun of, or else you ruin the point of the joke. You have to teeter on that line. It's like if I got nude right now, if I took my shirt off and just started like fondling my tits, and I was like, see, but guys, I'm making fun of porn stars. It wouldn't make sense. So, like, for example, a way you could go about it is like what I did one time. I did like a workout stream, but I didn't want like my tits jiggling everywhere because that would defeat the purpose of like me making fun of like e-girl workout streams, right? So I put on a bunch of like derpy clothes, right? But it still needed to be like not like homeless, but it needed to be derpy. So I put on like my PJ bottoms and I put on a t-shirt, and it had a cleavage window, but it was a fake cleavage window. It was printed on. I'm not against like a little bit of cleavage. If you're naturally voluptuous, that's just going to happen if you wear a tank top sometimes. But I didn't want it jiggling around while I'm doing the workout stream, because then it's like, okay, well, what's the point? Then it's just goon bait, right? So that's how I did it. I had a printout of cleavage. It was literally printed on a t-shirt. And then I proceeded to it. So that's how you get around like the whole thing of like sucking dick ironically. That's the whole point of the art form. Hitlarious, thank you for the rage quit. Chrissy looks like the original Phantom of the Opera. Look it up. Phantom of the Opera original. Oh, it's from 1910. Wait, so you're saying she looks like what? The guy? Like this? Thank you though. Pen 69 enjoying their 5 months as a juror. Enjoy your stay at the kangaroo court. Max Jr. with the rage quit. I can understand not agreeing with you because of your race, but from the logic standpoint, you were right on Simcast last night. The DPR, thank you for gifting a sub. All right, I think I'm caught up now. And then, oh, Dark King Bowser, $15. We can handle you saying the N-word and doing blackface, but bullying on Mother's Day? You're getting canceled on Blue Sky. It reminds me of school. Like, the things that girls would do at school to, like, make it so you can't be in the friend group, you know? And there's times where that's necessary. You actually do something wrong, right? But obviously I'm not talking about that. Andrew Thomas, $10. Hey Venti, I found you through Chrissie on Simcast, but after watching what happened last night, I unsubscribed from her, not wanting to answer a simple question and gaslighting you. Yeah, it's unreal. I appreciate the people that, despite, like, a lot of people, they were friends with her, liked her, and they still they tried to be fair, and it's like really like too fair to her, but they also acknowledged my end of it, and they're like, yeah, even considering that I'm friends with Chrissie or that I liked her, I support you last night, you were right. I really appreciate that, the people that can be objective like that, because it was just so blatantly wrong. I don't understand how it could be. You needed to take more shit off of her. Ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue with this.
And I need to say this up top. Kino Casino needs to get his channel back. The Clips channel needs to get their channel back. All of these channels that were affected by Jeremy's actions need to get their channels back. I think it's something like 13 or 14 channels that have been deleted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they all need to be restored.
She was literally wrong about everything. It's crazy how she can't get basic facts,
you know,
right?
people are allowed to make content. And flagging for privacy complaints is wrong. It reminds me so much of what Sniper Wolf.
Bad doggy, squirt squirt. No, kitty. Bad. You know how cat owners, like, we see our cats doing something wrong, like if they jump on a table, and then we'll pick them up from a table and go, no, and then kiss them. We're like, no, bad. Like, that's how it feels. She's just saying it to say it. She's just really here for the paycheck. She's here for the diaper money. She said it herself. Ozka, pack it up. Has Chrissie always been so boring? I thought you said she was a comedian. Well, it's the same problem as she has a similar problem to Jeremy. Jeremy is really like every lol cow. Seriously, you can find similarities in every lol cow in Jeremy. So that's why I keep relating it back. It's that same kind of like you're a pushover when you want to get ahead. Like, you won't do what you're convicted to do. You do to whatever gets you ahead, to be a people pleaser for your own benefit, and not really taking accountability, not having self-awareness. It's that same palette.
Wolf would do with the stealing content too. Stealing content is wrong. The Oranges video, when I finally watched it, I laughed because I'm like, this reminds me of Sniper Wolf. You know, you can't just take someone else's.
When I watched the Orange video, I too LOL'd out loud.
Content without, you got to transform it. You got to comment on it. It's stealing content is lazy and it's wrong. And flagging for privacy complaints because someone's talking about your wife or whatever else, if you have beef with somebody, is also wrong. Okay, people are allowed to make content and comments about cringe moments I've had in the past. That's part of being on YouTube. That's part
except on Mother's Day.
of being like a public figure or whatever. And I think Jeremy today deleted his Twitter, and I think I saw there's a lawsuit out for him today, which is good. I understand that. I've really put a lot together in the last few days, and the outrage is completely justified. These people deserve to get their channels back. These people deserve to get their livelihoods back. And it'll be interesting to see what comes out in discovery with this lawsuit. I also heard of another channel called Undead Chronic. I don't know who you are, but their channel was banned too, and they should get their channel back also. Any strike that Jeremy caused just because somebody was talking about them, that's messed up.
And clearly she meant nothing by this, because she just did the same thing Jeremy did, where it's like, actually, it's not okay when you criticize me. And it's like, it will be the most mild criticism. It's the same thing. In Jeremy's chat, you post an orange, you get banned. The most mild thing.
I hope those strikes go away, and I hope everyone gets their channels